Hey guys, I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back?
Planet Shlorp was a perfect utopia until the asteroid hit. Wait, was it actually a utopia? Throughout Solar Opposites, we have been given bits and pieces on the history of Planet Shlorp, and I'm going to be honest, Shlorp is actually a lot scarier than you think. With the final season soon arriving, I want to cover as much as I can about what we know about Planet Shlorp. That's right, I've been talking this whole time. I'm the one making this video. My name's Gyro, this is my channel. Shit, I just dropped the pupa. Do you see me? This is ridiculous. People are stupid and confusing. Why doesn't my Word document autocorrect Shlorp after typing it 50 times? Add Shlorp to the goddamn dictionary. The main role of our crew is to follow the mission. Now, let me catch you up to speed on what the mission is. Shlorp has been hit by an asteroid. 100 ships are sent across space in search of a new home, with a mysterious creature known as a pupa. The pupa, while cute and lovable and so fucking perfect, is actually a supercomputer with the ability to terraform planets in Shlorp's image. Basically, through taking care of the pupa, they can effectively destroy all of Earth and themselves and form a new Shlorp. This is already pretty dark and pretty entertaining, since no one seems to really react or recognize that the Shlorpians are going to destroy the planet. They really just pay no mind to this fact at all. In fact, Shlorpians are biologically incapable of understanding why this may be a problem. When confronted with the fact people actually don't want planets terraformed, they literally cannot understand it.
Can't go dibs on a planet.
Despite the fact they love Earth and will also die in the process. They somehow know nothing they do matters, but do everything anyway, and eventually will die. But how is this mission accomplished? Well, each member of the crew has a specific role to fill, viewed only by crystals they are supposed to watch every single day. That fact is foreshadowing, by the way. But these roles, they're interesting. Here is the thing about the roles. None of them matter at all. The only one that actually matters is the pupa expert.
Crap, the pupa's blue.
What does that mean?
You're the pupa specialist.
Right. And what does that mean?
This is the person who nurtures and takes care of the pupa. Everyone else chips in with this too, as it's their main job anyway, because Terry can't be bothered.
Hey, do we know a pupa?
Come on, man.
Corvo's role is the team leader. Sounds simple enough, except it comes with the job of taking care of the ship, a highly advanced piece of technology that always has something going wrong. And for what? They're already on the planet. Sure, they might want to go to another planet, but it doesn't really matter as far as the mission is concerned. Plus, as we learned from the What If device, that Corvo is originally meant to just be a janitor. I've seen people theorize that the ship is designed to stay broken, but Season 5 deconfirmed that. Let's talk about the replicants. Now, their entire existence is already weird. They are clones made from the adults on the mission, who only exist to assist on the mission. Doesn't really seem to have much point at first. What are their roles?
Jesse the Chronicler, be observant. Record your adventures with clarity, both in triumph and defeat, so future Shlorpians learn from your mistakes.
Whoa, I'm like the J.K. Rowling of this pack. Crucio!
Everything about the planet that is totally going to exist. It is stated that Shlorp can be altered and changed based on what the pupa learns from their planet, but I don't think anything she writes has any actual impact at all. None of her writing will even exist. Next is Yumulak.
Yumulak, protector and head of security. You ward off any threats to the mission. Strong and fierce, willing to die so the team can live.
Let's put willing to die down as a maybe.
But this role is completely fake. We eventually learn that Yumulak's main role is to be pupa food, forced to be killed, eaten, and reborn once a month. And they lied to him about it. The worst part is that they don't need to be doing this. The pupa is able to survive off regular Earth food. All the pupa needs is a... None of these roles matter. None of them. It's all pointless. It all just exists to keep them busy. Don't question why you need to kill your family. It makes sense Yumulak is expected to sacrifice himself. They probably already have an extra ready. And really, any of them could be filling this role. We know that if one of the team is having too strong of emotions, a goobler will come out and kill them so that they can be used for nutrients. So clearly, all of them are edible and expendable. Interestingly, this is the only time they seem to act against the mission. And not to mention, why do they have biological functions that entirely revolve around missions like this? Well, we'll get to that later. But next, I want to go over why the Shlorpians don't question anything about their situation. The first bit of lore we get about Shlorp is in Season 1 with this line here.
Beautiful Shlorp. Oh, how I've missed this wonderful, strict, totalitarian place.
So yeah, that confirms that Shlorp is authoritarian. They even have panic zones for people dealing with stress about the asteroid.
I have resigned myself to death, although I will miss my friends and family when I'm gone.
Oof, that guy's embarrassing himself.
Clearly, no one is actually that fazed by this. Again, it's almost biological. But why? Well, we get more information at the start of Season 2 when we meet another Shlorpian family. Now these Shlorpians are rich, but they don't have a pupa. This is the story. The rich Shlorpians get an advance on the asteroid's arrival, and they get to fly out in fancier ships and land on the planets where other Shlorpians land, so that when the planet terraforms, they can continue to live wealthy on the next Shlorp. Right off the bat, we can quickly assume that there is a big class disparity on Shlorp. That part's true, but the rich aren't getting that good of a deal either. They land on this planet just to wait. And since almost all Shlorpians failed the mission, it's clear they never got back to their homeworld. The ones on Earth just end up living like rats.
Eventually, we might infiltrate the government and try brainwashing some people.
Wow, then you could go work in the government.
Not to mention, why does Shlorp even care about the rich? Did the elites of the planet also escape? Like, how does having Shlorpians that don't contribute anything benefit the mission? But here's the real takeaway from the episode.
Some Shlorpians were workers bred for duty and servitude.
What? We were?
Yeah, so it's confirmed that most Shlorpians are bred for servitude and obedience to Shlorp. This explains why they so rarely question the mission. Personally, I feel like the rich are also victims of this. They still follow in wild traditions like remembering a sacred number, praying daily, and straight up self-harm. Also in Season 2, we see Terry being supposedly taught about the mission as a kid, even though the asteroid is way in the future. But we also see during the terraforming that most Shlorpians are fully formed right out of the gate. Everything in this society is already determined. Jobs, careers, status. This is one of the many unfortunate plot holes I have to deal with, but whatever, it's all for comedy. But hey, this could be how they are already brainwashed. This one line about servitude reveals so much about Shlorp's purpose. Alright, I can't hold this anymore. We need to talk about... I've been withholding this information just in case people still need another spoiler warning, as this is the biggest reveal we ever get about Shlorp. In Season 3, we learn the full truth about Shlorp.
Okay, pretend I'm stupid. How many planet Shlorps have there been, ever?
Thousands.
There have been countless Shlorps. When a planet gets terraformed into Shlorp, it is guaranteed it will get hit by another asteroid, and the process repeats with another 100 ships, turning even more planets into Shlorps.
Pretty fucking exponential, right?
The Shlorp outbreak is actually one of the biggest threats to all of space. This is insane. And even with all this information revealed, yet no one questions anything. Do they end up looking for another Shlorp? No. If rich Shlorpians are successful, do they just not remember the first asteroid when the next one hits? To answer my question about the rich earlier, my theory for why they even have rich Shlorpians is simply to force the rest of the Shlorpians to work even harder for an unattainable goal they weren't born to have. But what if I told you that creating more Shlorps is not entirely the main goal? Let's get to the real core of Shlorp here. What does Shlorp really want? Well, don't you see it? It's not just about spreading across the galaxy. If that's all that mattered, wouldn't the roles be more useful? Wouldn't the wealthy be more productive? Why are they doing all these nonsense, pointless traditions? And why would they be so quick to off themselves? It's all about control. Think about it. What about the rich Shlorpians? Why don't they know about multiple Shlorps? Why don't they just fly to a new one? Because that would disrupt everything, disrupt the mission. Why must they kill each other when they don't need to? It's about following orders. This is what it's all about. Shlorpians are bred for subservience, and throughout the hundreds of thousands of planets, all Shlorps remain the same with no outside influence. That is, at least until they discovered our Earth culture. The Shlorpian rulers only have one goal, and that's to eventually have control of the entire universe.
But I look way cooler this way.
Conformity is cool!
Conformity is cool! Conformity is cool! Conformity is cool!
But wait, who are these rulers? Are there Shlorpians in charge, or is it just an entity? If there are ruling Shlorpians, then how do they manage this many planets? There are fewer than 50 known Shlorpians in the universe. Dinosaurs are fucking scary. So how did the first Shlorp ever come to be? How did it form the way it is after only a few decades, with the ability to terraform planets nonetheless? Whatever it is, Shlorp is scary. So no, I would not call anything about this planet a perfect utopia. Shlorp's whole existence is to control the populations of countless planets. And despite how nice it looks, living here would be nothing but busy work. Preparing your whole life for the end of the planet, hoping you get selected, getting meteored, and some stupidity in the middle. Then forced to terraform the planet, sacrificing yourself in the process. Oh god, this shit makes for peak comedy. I can't wait to see how they expand the lore of Solar Opposites in their final season. Ugh. Why must they leave us so soon? I hope you enjoyed my video, and hope you understand the truth of this terrifying planet behind all its propaganda. Let me know what you think about Shlorp and your theories in the comments down below. That's all I have for now.
Go come